I didn't lose myself. I just forgot who I was. I did not mean to yell at you like that. I'm so sorry. It did not need to give what it just gave, but this is what it needs to give. People that are just watching this for the first time are looking at me like, Branson, you are crazy. Hello, my name is Branson. I'm an actor, singer, songwriter, dancer, influencer, everything else in between. And I make videos chatting about my life, me trying to break into the entertainment industry, and just doing other things, just going through life every day. And today I felt the need to talk about us forgetting who we are, but also, oh wait, no. Us losing ourselves. But no, not losing ourselves, forgetting who we were and everything that we, oh, I keep kicking the phone, everything that we have done. So let's just chit chat. So guys, me, someone who's like now getting more into film acting and things of that nature, because I come from a theater past for years and years and years of theater. And it's really a lot. I catch myself a lot of days now saying, oh my gosh, who are you? What's going on? What are we doing? And it takes a lot more of my other side, because I there's this one side where it's like, I just don't know. This is a lot. I can't. This is not meant for me. And then there's this other side that's like, baby, do you know who you are? Do you know where you're going? Do you know where you're trying to go? Get up! Wake up! Wake up! And I think there are a lot of people that maybe can relate to me, and maybe not. Maybe I'm talking to myself, but it's okay. I see you. I see you. So me having this dilemma, and then when I bring it up to friends, a lot of people will tell me what they're going through too. And I'm like, oh, okay, so let's talk about it. Instead of the glitz and the glamour, instead of all of the Instagram posts, instead of I got this or this is that, that's that, boom, boom, boom. Let's talk about, well, we've felt moments of, what am I doing? And especially when there's a career change or a shift or a big moment in your life or something new, whether you're trying a new hobby, passion, career, anything, a new friendship. And we can just doubt ourselves a lot, especially in those times of, oh, I heard something, especially in those times of change. And you just have to remember, you is me. You are me. I am me. Yeah, I was a lot better at writing back in, the day, but now I just talk a lot, but somehow the grammar doesn't come to my brain in time. Anyways, but yes, and I think nowadays it's really easy to just be so down on yourself. You just compare yourself or just look around and not be where you want to be, because you know your worth, you know who you are, and when you just think, you're like, I'm more than this. This is not who I am. And then you just start to sink into this bubble of, wow, is this it? Is this everything? But then you have to be like, no, think about your past. Think about so many things that you've went through in the past. And it's just like, wow, I did this, I did that, I went through that. And I know it's hard, because sometimes when the things are happening, and when you're in the moment of like soap opera things, you're just like, I just don't know. But then you have to really overlook those clouds, overlook them, go above that, go to a higher altitude. Look at me using aviation words. Let's hope I used that right, okay? Anyways, you have to go over that to really think just like, okay, I've overcame a lot and I've made a lot of progress. Whether it's, we all start crawling and then we start walking, and it's like, I've been walking and I'm still walking, but wait, what's the next step? A sprint. Okay? And after we're sprinting, we gotta keep going, because it's not about the race, it's about the marathon. The marathon. This video, guys, is really a lot of me just talking about personal experiences or giving words of encouragement, okay? So it's not like a certain specific topic, but it's more so like knowing who you are and knowing that you can get through whatever you're getting through, knowing that you can go to where you want to go, and you have to believe it. And a lot of us go through the moments of a lotness of just like, oof, this is too much. This is really a lot. But in those moments, you have to just really think like, I've made it this far. I have really made it here to where I am, and I'm going to keep excelling and keep making it even farther, okay? Okay, let me see my little subtopics. So, and also a lot of it is habits because we have a lot of habits that maybe keep us thinking small. Maybe a lot of habits, whether that's down talking yourself or doing certain actions that you know are going to produce certain outcomes that always don't lead to the best. And really assessing those habits and saying, hey, maybe I could try to change this a little bit because there's something called habit stacking. So, like, let's say, I don't know, you want to learn new vocabulary. Well, maybe you would habit stack that with the habit that you already do. So, brushing your teeth every day. I hope you do. At night. No? Do you not do? I'm just playing. Anyways, no, but for if you want to have it, like, I want to learn new vocabulary words. But when you're brushing your teeth, maybe you could make a thing to get an app and you start learning vocabulary words every day at the time that you brush your teeth. And that is habit stacking because you pair it with a habit that you already do and it makes it easier versus just saying, oh, I'm going to learn new words today. But then you're like, well, I actually just want to watch TV or I actually just want to do this or I actually want to go here. And you're like, wait, what happened to my words? Okay, yeah, right. So habit stacking and just trying to get out of those little things that we have. Oh my God, I literally just popped my mouth. Okay, whatever, I'm sorry. Yeah, just trying to get out of those habits that might not be serving us to where we need to go. Okay. Um, what else? A lot of oh my gosh. Okay, this is something that is more common for me, but within film spaces. But I don't know whatever stage you are at in your life, whether it's applying to jobs or just getting a lot of rejection lately. But stress and rejection will literally shift you and it will bring you down. But you have to know, especially when you're in a career or business like mine, that it is a part of it, okay? Because best believe there's so many auditions I could send out and may get rejected from every single one, and I may only get one, or I may get zero, or I may get however many. And that's so many things that you can't that I cannot control. And me knowing that is like, okay, well, what can I control? And that's me getting better at my craft, taking classes, doing other things. And yeah, so when you're stressed and you're in a state of you just feel like a lot is going on and you just don't know how to handle it, just know that the factors around you are really shifting your mind and maybe you need to take yourself out of certain environments or change the way you think about certain environments. Because for me, I know this is something what I want to do. I know singing, dancing, acting is forever for me. Like, regardless, when I was young, just doing it for at different orgs or school or anything, and now shifting in the career space of it and still going through it. But you know, it was a lot easier back in the day for me because, you know, all I had to compete with was my fellow classmates who really didn't care that much about theater. So I was, you know, most likely getting that lead role, no shade. But now it's thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Right. So the probability just really shrinks, you know. But knowing that this is something, so I can't change what I love and what's my career. I mean, obviously, you know, I can change their career if they want to change, but I'm saying like this is who I am, and I'm not leaving film anytime soon. I'm not leaving acting. I'm not leaving any of this. And so what can I do instead of changing my environment, because I can't, because it's who I am, it's what I love. What can I do? I can change the way I think about it and say, okay, is it really healthy for me to really sit here and think I'm horrible, I'm not good at what I do, I'm bad, because I may hear so many no's or so many nothings, because you know, a lot of film you don't really hear back if you didn't get it, but you may hear a lot of nothingness. I love making up words. But, or I could say, hey, those things are totally out of my control. So why would I put my mental health, why would I put the way I think about these things, why would I give them so much weight and so much gravity into my space, into my mind, knowing that I cannot control it? Because then I'm letting other factors, other external factors control how I feel in my mind. And that's crazy. You see, when I say it out loud, it sounds insane because it is. And anything that you cannot control, you should not be putting mental space and downing yourself on. So whether, like, because if you give yourself habits, or you give yourself systems, or you give yourself room to get things into your mind with things that you can control, like, for example, well, maybe I can't control how many roles I get, but I can control the types of auditions I want to submit. So perfecting a monologue, or if I want to go towards this genre or this era, I can start, okay, hey, I want to do more comedies. Let me find some comedy monologues online and let me start memorizing some scripts, and maybe I'll try to get better at comedy every week. I'll memorize a monologue, at least one comedic monologue every week, and maybe I'll take them all and see which one I like, and then start submitting those, and maybe I'll get more comedic roles. And that is something I can control. Me finding comedic monologues online, me submitting more comedy-esque material, and now I can be happier knowing that I'm really doing it. And now, if you don't do it, that is something you control. But the great thing is, if you are like, oh, I really failed at this, well, now you can succeed, because you can just be like, oh, actually, I'm gonna really try it. I'm gonna do it for my sake, because I care about myself and I value my worth, and I'm going to do that. So don't forget it. Don't forget it. Okay. Yeah, just really try to take all those external factors about things that you cannot control, and just throw it over there. And the things that you can, start finding things that you can control and things that you can get a hold of, and really honing in on that. Wait, am I dancing? Am I dancing? Okay. I don't understand the point of what I just did. But yeah, let's see. Also, overthinking, guys. Oof. Overthinking. It's so easy nowadays. I don't know what it is, but the era that we are in, I feel like I see a video online on social media all the time about people saying, it'll be like, me in line when the cashier is giving me my change, but like I'm going slow, and like me overthinking everything. And it's just like, we overthink every single moment of our lives. Or maybe I'm saying we to make myself feel more collective. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm the only one that does this. Am I seen? Are you seeing me? And is it glass? No, but I just feel like it's really easy to overthink on very, very small things too. And guys, we need to not hold space for that. Are you holding space? That's very niche. The people that get it, okay? But we need to not hold space for the things that don't serve us, okay? Because if it's not positivity, if it's not growth, if it's not getting to the next step, if it's not helping our skills, if it's not helping our mental, then why are we overdoing this? And it's easier said than done, I know. I know it's easier, because believe me, okay? I can rant on the screen all day about not overthinking things, but then maybe tomorrow something will happen and I'll just be... But at least knowing that and trying to actively combat that, okay? Actively say, okay, this is dumb. Next, anyways. Because have you ever had a moment where you're just like doing something and then you think about an embarrassing moment from like middle school or high school, or I don't know, at summer camp, or a moment last week and you're just like, why did I do that? That's cringe. Yeah, just like, why? Okay, bye. Like, it needs to leave, because what are we doing? And it's so sad that we do that about the moments that are always the cringiest or the worst moments, but we don't really do so much of that for like the great moments. We don't really do that. Except when somebody has like a fragrance, whether it's a cologne or perfume, and you smell it and it takes you back to a time and you're like, there was a time. A time was had with this fragrance, and now you just want to be around that person. You're like, wait, I'm not a weirdo, I swear. It takes me back to the summer of 8th grade. And then, yeah, actually not the summer of 8th grade. Do I remember the summer of 8th grade? Okay, this whole video is just a lot of me. Anyways, and then also don't lose confidence we can't lose confidence in our ability, guys, okay? Because like I said before, hearing so many nothings, or no's or rejections is a lot of it's a lot of thinking, a lot of judging yourself. Like, am I who I am? Am I who I thought I was? Or am I not? To be or not to be? To be? Okay. You guys are seeing how my brain actually works. This is actually how my brain works. My brain just goes many places. So just know if I'm ever having a conversation with you in person or online, like, just know that I'm really focusing. I'm really trying. Attention is really trying, okay? But yeah, because a lot of times when you mess up in certain things, or when you don't fully succeed at what you want to, we start to lose credibility in ourselves. But no, let's build that new credibility. Let's say, hey, we're going to do this thing and we're going to stick to that and we're going to keep going towards that thing, okay? Because you got to know who you are, and you got to know who you are going to be, who you want to be, who you will forever be. Grammar. It's a lot. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much the end of this video. I just want to make a video saying, remember who you are, okay? Remember who you are. We have to remember who we are. I have to remember who I am, okay? Maybe not who I am right now. Or maybe who I am right now. It's just, it's like a lock with it. You just have to unlock the key. Okay? Yeah. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for like listening to this. I hope some people like these types of videos where I'm just talking. I feel like people are like, maybe not gonna like it. They're like, why are you talking so much? Like, are you just ranting? Hopefully somebody likes the way I talk, okay? Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Please watch my YouTube shorts because I have singing videos, dance videos, or like random skits on there and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Love you guys so much. And bye.